Hello, Dave here with Best Local Results. My website is bestlocalresults.com. On that website and this YouTube channel, I teach local business owners how to do their own local SEO. Why would you want to listen to me? Well, I've been doing local SEO for business clients, local business clients, for a little over a decade. I've had clients in highly competitive markets and niches, as well as in less competitive ones. And I've had a lot of success at helping them outrank their competitors in both the Google Maps 3-pack as well as just below in the regular organic section for the search terms that they want to show up under. So today's topic is one I'm excited to talk about because there's probably not anything else that's more important in local SEO than the keywords you target. So anyway, I'm excited about it. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump over into my desktop and let's start talking about it. Okay, so here's my website. Real quick, first I want to show you, if you go to bestlocalresults.com and hover over on page local SEO, you'll see down here you can click on keyword research, and I have an article here on doing how to do local SEO keyword research. You could also just go from anywhere in the website, just click on this little search bar and type in like keyword, and you can see that article came up right here. So anything related to keywords research comes up. So with that, let's get right into it. Let's jump over here to my little outline that I did for this video. Obviously, we're talking about local SEO keyword research. And there's basically 3 steps that you want to do as you're going through this process. The first one is you want to make a list of all your products and services. For a local business, basically the search terms that they're going to want to show up under are their products and services. Somebody's looking for a dentist, like maybe a pediatric dentist, they might go in and they might search pediatric dentistry. Or if they're thinking their kids might have a cavity, they might search family dentist. Or they might search, if they think they're going to need braces, they might search braces. So let's jump over here. How I generally do it is I have basically a 5-column spreadsheet here that I use. The first column is my brainstorm column, and then I have 3 columns for competitors, and then I have a final list column. And as in the brainstorm column, it's just what it sounds like. You want to just brainstorm all of your products and services, but you want to do it in kind of a organized method, you might say. And basically, you can see here I've got some of these highlighted or darkened in bold, and some of them are not in bold. And basically my main category titles are the ones that are in bold. So like cosmetic dentistry, and then all of these that are not in bold under cosmetic dentistry are different services that fit under the category of cosmetic dentistry. You want to come up with a general category term that you think your customers would know for each of your product services that you have. And then for each of those main categories, you want to come up with minimum of 3, but try to get all of them, but at least 4 or 5 of the services the specific services that fall under that category. Again, family dentistry, you can cleanings, fillings, exams, x-rays, crowns, etc. So once you've done that, if you're doing it yourself, just brainstorm what are all of the services I have, divide them up into general categories, and then put all of the services under the appropriate category like I've done here. Then what you want to do is you want to do a Google search. You can see here I just typed in here cosmetic dentistry, Arvada, Colorado. Pretend that we're a dentist in Arvada. And what I like to do is I like to search. So in this case, cosmetic dentistry, that's one of my main categories. And then I make a note of each of these three businesses that show up in the Google Map 3-pack under cosmetic dentistry. Then if I have another category of family dentistry, I'll do the same thing. I'll do family, if I can spell, dentistry, Arvada, Colorado. And then I'll make a note of the three businesses, dentists that show up in that 3-pack. And going back to our other page here, I just have those two listed here, but if you had a few other general categories, you want to search each of the general categories that you have. And what you'll find is you'll find competitors. Let's go back to that other sheet. You'll find competitors that show up in each of the searches. Like here we got Arvada, family and cosmetic dentistry, Mares and West Arvada. Let's go back to our previous search. There's our Arvada family, and then these ones are different. So what I do is I pick the three that show up the most in or number one in each of those searches until you have three. Hopefully that makes sense. Then once you have your three, your three competitors listed, I would just replace where it says competitor 1, I'd put their business name in there, and then same for competitor 2 and competitor 3. And then what you want to do is you want to open up their website. So like here's their website. You click on it. This is the first one. And right here's services. They have general services and specialty services. And what you want to do is you want to go through each of those services that each of the three different competitors have there, and you want to compare that to the list that you have here, and anything that they have that you don't have. If you do that service as well, or sell that product, depending on what type of business you are, then you want to add it to the list for that competitor. And you want to do that, go through each competitor, and the whole idea here is you're trying to find all of the services that you do, basically. You don't want to miss any of them, in other words. And you'll get some, when you look at your competitors, you'll get some good ideas, maybe how they word it, and you'll think, yeah, I bet you the way they worded that is better than the way I worded that. That's, if it sounds, what I mean by better, is it more likely that that's what one of your customers would type into Google. So once you've got your list for all three competitors, then you create your final list over here that has all of your products and services. Again, you want to have your main categories and then 3 to 7 or whatever, however many numbers there is of the services that fit within each of those categories. I usually try to limit it to when I'm looking at these subcategories here, I try to keep it honestly to 5 or less. I want to have all of my main categories for everything that I service, but within that main category, I try to limit it to the 5 most important. So then once you have your list together, then you want to check them for local intent. Here, let's go back to my list here. So we've got the ideas from our competitors. Now we want to check them for local intent. And so what do I mean by that? basically we go back here and you type in, if I'm trying to do it in Arvada, Colorado, I'll just leave Arvada there, and you want to go through each of your lists. So like, for example, we have dental bonding, so we'll want to copy that. We'll want to go back to our search here. We'll want to type in dental bonding, and then we'll hit search. And what you're looking for is, does a 3-pack show up? If a 3-pack shows up, then it has local intent. And so you may have a search term that you don't get a 3-pack, but you're sure, it's something you're sure somebody would know to search. You just might not have a lot of competition. If you don't have a lot of competition, that could keep a 3-pack from showing up as well. So then you just want to look at who shows up. If your competitors are showing up under that search, then it might be worth go ahead and doing anyway, even though it doesn't have a Google Maps 3-pack, because you can see that it does have local intent. So once you've checked all of them for local intent, let's open up our spreadsheet again. Anything that you determine, if you type it in, it just doesn't bring up your competitors, or it doesn't bring up a Google Maps 3-pack, so it doesn't have local intent. You either want to eliminate it from your list, or think of a different way of wording it that might cause it to bring up local intent. And how you want to do that, let's open up a search again. You would just want to go, you'd probably have to get rid of the city there, and you just want to type in like dental bonding, and it'll give you other ideas: dental bonding code, dental bonding, dental bonding cost. Anyway, this will just give you some ideas. Let's try another example here. Let's go porcelain veneers. Hang on a minute. There we go. And then we'll go back over here. So we'll try porcelain veneers. Come on. There we go. And you can see when you click in there for porcelain veneers, it gives you cost of a full mouth. Anyway, but basically what you're looking for is a better way to verbalize the term, that a customer might search, that might give you local intent. Another thing you can do is, when you search it like that, you can come down here and you'll get some ideas sometimes from these questions. And then you can also scroll down to the bottom, and a lot of times it'll give you related searches here, and in those related searches it'll just give you a better way. I can't think of off the top of my head an example of one that might not have, if you word it the wrong way, it might not have local intent, but I think you get the point of what I'm trying to do. The reason you search them in Google is just to get ideas of different ways to say the same thing that might cause Google to show a Google Maps 3-pack or your competitors in a search. So hopefully that makes sense. So once you have your final list here put together, then what you're going to want, you're ready to structure your website. I like to do a silo structure. With a silo structure, you can have one page that targets all of the keywords for cosmetic dentistry, for example, your the title of your page, the title of the page and the URL might have the words cosmetic dentistry in it, and probably your city and state as well. And then each of your subtitles, you might have a subtitle, a subheading, I mean, for each of the 5 categories or however many categories, subcategories that you have, with well-written content that really talks about and describes for the customer, you know, both getting the customer to call you, hopefully, or come in, but also explains it well enough that you can have related keywords in the text as well. Or you can do what a silo structure, where you have a main page just all about cosmetic dentistry, and then you have sub pages that link to each other for each page for each of your subcategories as well. And again, go to bestlocalresults.com. I have articles on silo structures and how to structure this. That's basically the reason why we're going to all this work, is so that we can target those keywords. So I hope that was helpful. I appreciate you watching this video all the way to the end. If you got some benefit out of it, please don't forget to like the video, share it on your social media. Some of our readers have been doing that lately, and that helps us probably more than anything. If you share this on your social media, like the video, subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you in the next video.